Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, so you guys just watched me make some art live, and I want to talk a little bit about what I love most about my art career. It has very little to do with the art itself. It has more to do with having some personal control over what's going on in my life, right? Although I have very little, because just look at what Donald Trump has done to my art career as of late, right? Well, a little bit more control than other aspects of my life. So I live with roommates, and oftentimes my roommates and I don't always have the same chemistry, right? So, for example, a couple weeks ago, I had just come home after a very draining, not necessarily toxic, but a very draining encounter. Right, I'm socially awkward, and meeting somebody is often very draining for me. And the last thing I want to do when I get home is to continue to have that kind of high energy level. And I got into a fight with my roommate over that. He's just very energetic and nothing toxic. What he's doing is not inappropriate or anything like that, but I couldn't shut him up. I told him, "Could you please give me some space? I just want to have a hot meal after a long day." And he says, "What do you mean a long day?" And he goes on to talk about how he had the worst day in the world. Yeah, he might have, but that's not. And I'll talk to him about it after I have my meal, right? And I think he he power played me. He owns the place, and that's exactly the reason why I love my art projects. Nobody can own it except for Donald Trump. That he can say a couple of things and cause my supply to be cut off, right? So I guess even then I'm not as free as I thought I was. I was teaching at another college when I ran into drama. What had happened was we had just reopened the college campus after COVID-19, and this was late. I want to say fall of 2020, maybe early winter 2020. I had gone to a meeting. There must have been 10 of us at that desk. And all of the eyes and ears pointed away from me, and I was very disheartened. I was really trying to pick up my career after what had just happened. Very disheartened. Everybody was talking about their own situations at home, and I, uh, I felt like I was left out. I don't feel that way with my art career. That's why I want to make something out of it. Uh, by the way, I kind of alluded to this in my art live video earlier today. If you missed my Bismuth art, please write a letter to Donald Trump and let him know the situation. Maybe if we can get dozens of letters to arrive at his desk about this Peter Dislike guy who likes to make bismuth art, he might do something about it, right? I don't know. Feel free to write a letter about that. If not, and bismuth stays high, then I might just sell the bismuth and pivot my life somewhere else, right? After all, if I can come up with one great art idea, maybe I can come up with something else as well, right? I got about, when I did the math, I got like $250,000 worth of bismuth and a bunch of other precious metals. All right, so please leave a dislike, write a letter to Donald Trump. This is the Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum.